All right, what's up guys? Today we have Alex in the chair here and we're gonna be doing a haircut on him. All right, bro, what do you think of doing today?
Thinking doing keep like a middle part, flow, texture it a little bit, like do a reshape on it.
Is there anything about your hair right now that's bothering you, something that you don't like about it?
Yeah, now it's kind of pretty long, also pretty heavy now, so try to make it a little bit lighter.
Any areas specifically that are bothering you more than the other?
Probably the back more for the heaviness, and then obviously up front, just getting a little too long.
Cool, bro. Sounds good. Let's
All right,
do it.
let's do it.
So essentially we're gonna be doing middle part flow haircut on Alex today. Just going to be showing you guys how it's looking before. As you can see, his hair is very straight, very flat, and not as textured. But once we apply a proper shape and a proper trim, you're gonna see that shape come back to life and it's gonna have a lot more flow. Sometimes hair like this can be pretty difficult just because of the lack of texture, and especially if you wanna create a seamless flow. Any little, gaps or ridges in the hair, you'll be able to see it pretty easily. So we're just gonna come in, get his hair wet, get it sectioned out, and then we're gonna start off the haircut. And we're also gonna add in some tapers just to give it a nice fresh pop. Guys, so now that we have his hair fully saturated, making sure it's evenly saturated all around, we're gonna go ahead and section his hair off. So as you can see now, we have our top panel boxed off, we have the crown, we have side panel isolated, and then we have the whole back. I like to start off with the back just because this is the biggest surface area, and I like to tackle that first. Because once you have this shape set in for the flow, it reaches around and it connects everything together. About an inch up from the mastoid bone here, we're gonna go diagonal, following the shape of the head. And this is gonna be our first cut. And like I said, we're taking off about 2 inches or so. So just like so. First cut. We're gonna follow that. As you can see, my new sections are not big, keeping them pretty small so there's not too much hair to work with and we don't get lost. Once again, staying behind the client, making sure we're following the natural fall and the flow of the hair. Grooming up, getting the comb on the head, following out, and you can see our guides. Now that we have the back done, we are just going to work on the sides, and how we're going to connect that in is basically doing horizontal sections, going straight to the base at the sideburn and connecting that into the length we have in the back, and then working our way up. Final section. Just grab it all at the same angle. Boom, see our guide. Follow that all the way to the front. So essentially what we're gonna do is work with the vertical section. Right here, down the middle, about a comb's width. And from here, we're going to work with the guide we cut in the back. So as you can see, we have this guide from the back. What we're gonna do is, once again, follow the shape of the head, put our comb in. You can see how the head's bending. We don't wanna go straight parallel to the head. We wanna slightly angle because we don't wanna cut too much of the crown. That'll just make it stick up. But slight angle out, follow, see the guide from the bottom, and we cut. And how we're going to continue that is working with pivoting sections. From the center point here, this is our pivot. We're going to do 1 section, 2, 3, and 4. All right, and we can see that's flowing pretty nice. Overall, it's not too heavy. Weight is distributed nicely. Now we can work with the top. How we're gonna do this is we're gonna be following a guide from the back, connecting it forward, slightly rounding it towards the front, just so there's not too much weight. But once again, if we follow this guide, it's gonna give us a nice idea of how it can flow into the back. At this point now, we're going to add in our taper. Just fading out the little sideburn right here. Nothing too crazy, just to add a little bit more freshness to the cut. And essentially just the same thing for this other side. So you can see the side, the hair tends to fall more straight down compared to backwards like the other side does. So this side's gonna need to cut slightly different. Just gonna have to thin out this area a bit more afterwards. So once again, first step is just debulking. Next up, trimmer. Just trim it up not too high. I'm gonna clean up the outline a bit. A little bit around the ears. basically whatever's hanging over, you just want to cut it with the way it grows. Just creating a cleaner outline. And here we're just redoing the same steps. So no guard open, about a 1/2 inch. No guard closed, flick out the bottom line, halfway open. Next up is a half guard. Just using the corners once again, I'm just lightly trying to flick into these dark spots. This will make it easier as we blend up, even with our other guards. Close it up, flick out that bottom line. Next up, we're doing the 1 1/2. Open slightly, just making sure it's going to blend into the debulking we did. Close it up. And then from here, we're just putting on the 1 guard and just doing what we need to do to knock out this middle dark line. So right now my clipper's closed. Just flicking it little by little. Just trying to listen to it, feel it cutting. If you need to open it more, do it little by little. Okay, so at this point now we pretty much have the shape set in, cut almost fully done. Alright guys, so as you can see we have our final look on Alex. Just brought his flow back to life. Didn't change up the shape or the style too much, just refined what he had going on. As you can see, it's flowing nicely into the back, brought in a bit of freshness with the taper. Just made everything flow a lot nicer. Built up the shape a little bit below the occipital and through here, rounded off into the top. So as you can see, it follows the shape of the head and has a really nice flow into the back. As for the nape, we just customized it with a feather razor. So it still has that nice clean line, but it's a bit more wispy, natural looking. And yeah, overall, just brought the flow back to life. Even though, like we said earlier, his hair is pretty straight, but with the right cut and the right styling, it can flow pretty nice. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed watching. Hope you guys learned a lot, and stay tuned for the next one.